Mr. Kesarkar, good morning. We've been getting in a number of voices from Uddhav Thackeray's camp, from the opposition, all of whom are questioning the timing of this crackdown on Sanjay Raut, saying that he is in fact facing this kind of heat from the Enforcement Directorate because of him taking on Eknath Shinde, because of him backing Uddhav Thackeray.
It is totally false. We never had demanded any action against him, and his action is, I don't know his relation with
So we seem to have lost. Yeah, go ahead, sir.
in spite of that, he was not arrested. He was just questioned, and unless there are concrete proofs, nobody would be arrested. So linking it with the Shinde group or our fraction or our CM is totally wrong. And people are also trying to link our CM's visit to Delhi with that, because our expansion is expected any time now. And because of that, one meeting was pending between Honorable Amit Shahji and our Honorable CM, and that was basically because of our cabinet expansion and nothing else. In what way Mr. Raut is concerned with our formation of government? He is just a spokesperson of Shiv Sena. So we are also Shiv Sena, and we are not afraid of Mr. Raut in any case, because he used to say so many bad words about him.
But he is, Mr. Kesarkar, the most vocal voice also of the Uddhav faction. And besides that, let me also highlight what the opposition is saying here, sir. They're saying that this case isn't new. It's something that the investigation has been going on for at least 2 years or so. And I'm sure you remember that the first summon that was issued by the Enforcement Directorate in recent times was amid all of this political crisis in Maharashtra. So that's why they're questioning the timing, sir.
No, not at all. Please try to understand. They have given sufficient time to Mr. Raut, and if you go through the audio clip that was viral 2 days back, he was telling a lady that you must change your statement given to AD. And I was also a home MOS home of Maharashtra. When investigation agencies always take a step when somebody tries to tamper with the evidences. So that could be one of the reasons why this action was taken.
We spoke to the BJP also on this, Mr. Kesarkar. They're saying that the rot runs much deeper, that Uddhav Thackeray is also directly involved. Is that a comment that you also back, what your ally has said and alleged here?
No, not at all, not at all. And I always feel that they should control their feelings while making such statements, because he is a topmost leader and he has some respect in Maharashtra, definitely. And nobody should make such comments which will create law and order situation in Maharashtra. Because not only Mr. Raut's action against Mr. Raut was taken, so many builders from Mumbai and Pune are under arrest from ED because of the redevelopment projects. There, the poor people who were supposed to get their home in their name are still on the street, and such action will give justice to those poor people who are suffering in this entire development process of redevelopment of slums and the old chaws.
But you look at the common thread here, sir, Mr. Deepak Kesarkar, of how the Enforcement Directorate has investigated several such corruption cases in Maharashtra in last few years. It's always been leaders who don't belong to the BJP. Anil Parab, Anil Deshmukh, now you have Mr. Sanjay Raut. There's a clear common thread here, which is that whatever political beliefs are there, it's based on that the ED takes action.
No, I'll have to tell you one thing, that in such connection where Mr. Raut is arrested is a different, where redevelopment project is the main subject, whereas number of builders from Maharashtra are arrested. Deshmukh case is different, which is known to the entire India, that there were corruption charges against him which were made by the then Mumbai Commissioner of Police, and that's why that matter was being investigated. Anil Parab's matter, there were certain complaints from Somayaji. So I think that he's still following up that complaint, and these are all separate issues. And number of times when such action is taken against any BJP leader, it is not given much publicity. That is also a truth.
But the reality is, sir, what Mr. Sanjay Raut said, Mr. Kesarkar, yesterday, was what's happened to the case against Narayan Rane, what's happened to MP Bhavana Gavli. None of them seem to be facing any ED action.
Madam, when investigation is going on, you must give proper answers, you must give the proper evidences, and then the action is not taken. If proper evidences are given, even if now Mr. Raut produces the evidences before the court will not give the custody to ID. That is the fact. So I am not, actually I am a spokesperson for Shinde Group, so I am not a
Sure.
spokesperson for ED either, so I will not be able to answer all those questions. But so far our group is concerned, we have never demanded his arrest, neither we are responsible for this. Whatever statements he used to make are all political statements. But his
Okay.
link with Mr. Praveen Raut is, if it is established by the ED, Praveen Raut is already in jail for maybe 1 year or something like that.
Hmm.
So if he has links, then he will have to face these consequences also, because it is related to redevelopment of Patra Chawl, where the original tenants are still on the road. They haven't received the justice, and the money is being siphoned from that project and
Okay.
have gone elsewhere. And that is the case.
All right. Mr. Deepak
And it is a
Kesarkar.
fraud of more than 1,000 crores.